Across Nigeria's diverse landscapes, from the rural communities of Jigawa to the urban schools of Abuja, a quiet revolution is led by adolescent girls. This is the story of the Girl-Led Research and Action Project, a decolonial feminist movement where girls are using their voices, their research, and their courage to rewrite their future, reclaim power, and break barriers. Funded by ActionAid UK and implemented in partnership with the Baba Azimi Foundation in Jigawa and the Teenage Network in Abuja, this project is shifting power in real and measurable ways.
The Girls-Led Research, which is now transformed to Girls-Led Action, is one program area that every opportunity we have should be taken advantage of. The era of early marriage is here. The era where girls are denied opportunities for education because of poverty is here. The issues around gender-based violence affect girls a lot. And so giving girls safe spaces that they can discuss and express themselves among their peers, and then plan collectively to engage either at family level and then agree on with the right stakeholders that will project their voices, and also giving them the space to be able to express and then bring those issues that they have been having as a collective to extend it and be able to get results or change in the way things are.
We need to understand that girls are not homogeneous. Yes, they are females, but there are different categories of human beings. And coming from that perspective and notion, we then have to plan and be intentional in our programming for them. But for fundraising for girls' needs, it's about availability of data. Do we have the information that can help us understand their particular needs, particular requirements, and ways to be able to respond to those needs? So with the girl-led research that ActionAid Nigeria has implemented and the lessons that we have learned from that, provides that information and detail that can help those of us who are in business development to be able to have information that can then respond to their particular needs.
In Nigeria, where only 47% of girls attend school in some northern regions and 44% are married before their 18th birthday, the Girl-Led Research Project challenged the norms that silence young girls and limit their dreams. Through community dialogues, storytelling, and participatory research, these girls have shown that they are not just subjects of study, but they are the authors of their own liberation. They reveal how poverty drives girls into exploitative roles, with women owning just 11% of houses and 12% of land, spending 13 hours daily on unpaid care work that limits economic opportunities. At the heart of every change lies confidence, what the girls call their power within. In Jigawa, research showed that 61% of girls and 100% of women initially didn't view key issues like education barriers or child marriages as significant problems, reflecting deep normalization of inequality. Yet, through the project, girls like Aisha build skills to return to school after dropping out, challenging family traditions that prioritize boys' education.
Na yi makaranta shekara ɗaya da fita. Sakamakon ban yi samu damar ci gaba ba, iyayena suna maganar aurar da ni. Shikenan da muka je aka yi mana wannan bayanin da yanda ake aurar da yara mata kafin su girma ɗinnan ko kuwa rashin ilimi. To wa'anda suka koyar da mu mun sha mamakin kankantar su. Har wasu ma daga cikin mu ana wa'annan yaran su za su koyar da mu me. To da aka fara bayani sai wani ya ce kai gaskiya wannan ya burge ni, wai ko wance ta burge ni, ilimi ma yayi a rayuwa. Sai na ji ni ma a raina ai ina so in ci gaba da yin karatun nan. Sai na samu iyayena sai na musu jawabi. Ya suka ce to bari za su yi shawara. To da suka yi shawara na sai suka ce to bari su ga in Allah ya yarda wannan shekarar su ma za su yi kokarin su sani a makaranta domin ci gaba da karatu.
This research changed many girls because this early marriage, we advised them, we told them their effects, and this early marriage, it is not allowing the girls are going for their education. But for the help of this research, we advise them, we tell them so many things about the problems, and they agree with them, even their parents.
Often at times, girls' voices are being considered as just passive actors and not active participants in these issues that concern them. So what we did was, first of all, build their capacity to learn about how to navigate their own personal issues. It teaches them how to navigate power imbalances, then shifts the power to themselves to lead on issues that concerns them and other girls in their communities.
During these projects, I was able to work with other girls in the community and around. It helps me to build my confidence and also to know that I alone cannot do it. We need to work together as girls to be able to drive change that we want to see that affects girls generally across the world.
Across Nigeria, girls' confidence blooms despite regional disparities. In the FCT, corporal punishment and perceptions that girls' education leads to immorality push dropouts, but leaders like Francisca Chukuma stood before hundreds on Menstrual Hygiene Day speaking about dignity and health.
Before, I was timid in a way. I didn't like to come out to all activities because I feel we lurk behind the shadows of men or other boys. But now I see myself standing out, talking, explaining myself to people. Like, it has made me different. I'm different from who I was before.
For the girl-led action, I used to even have a passion for helping, but I don't know how to start or where I should start from. This was like the first time I got to speak up for what I think is right.
When some friends ask me to do something, I don't usually say I want to do it. It's more like a power over. When some people say just do it, and I'll not think about whether it's good for me or not, I'll just obey their orders. But when I found out about this power over, so I just stopped listening to what they are saying, and now they are not forcing me to do some things that I don't want to do.
As a result of this project, we see girls are shifting from that perceived positions that society has kept them to a place where they are not just realizing their rights, and they are also becoming change makers in their communities.
These voices are echoing across classrooms and communities, redefining leadership not as power over others, but power shared.
Working with the girls, building with the girls, co-creating with the girls during the research process of the girl-led research has helped to build the capacity of the girls to be able to be the ones to conduct this research, especially leveraging on the feminist research process, whereby the girls are the ones leading the research, identifying issues that affect the girls.
For generations, harmful gender norms have dictated what girls can or cannot do. Harmful norms like gender roles and unequal treatment are crumbling through dialogues, creating power with allies. In places like Kudai community in Jigawa and Pigba Sama in FCT, these beliefs are crumbling through intergenerational dialogue and conversation.
Women are not part of inheritance sharing in our community or in our culture. Last year, yes, research has come in our community. They call all women and girls and boys and the chiefs in the community. They talk about the inheritance share. Then the research has now said, okay, it's good to be inheritance share equally in a community, both girls and boys. As my father died, they call meeting in our house. Where they call, they gather us, both girls and boys. They say, okay, let boys come and choose. And I raise off my hand. I said, anything that they're going to give the boys, they should give to girls. Because it's my father not die too, as their own die. they say it's the same thing. It's okay. If it is the same thing, anything that I'm going to share for my brother, let them share for us too. From then, they now say, okay, let us choose one room, both girls and the boys. Then I give me my own one room. That house now is helping me very much. Let me say last week, they give me the house rent, 150. And that's why I have money to pay her school fees that she's going now.
We are lacking intergenerational relationship at our home, because we cannot sit with our family, like we cannot tell our father direct our problem. We will write it for him in the wall or in a paper when we want to pass an information with him. During the community sensitization, I learned intergenerational relationship. Family should discuss together, dream together, work together. After I have been this part of this girl action, when I come back home, I now explain it to my family. I told them all what I have learned, and it is very important for us because we are lacking intergenerational relationship at our home. Everyone should say his mind. If you have problem, just say it. Then we'll now discuss and find a solution for it. After that, everything changed because we sit with our father, mother, and all my sisters and brothers at home. And I really enjoyed it because I can go to my father direct and tell him what is in my mind. And he will concern me, and he will also support me on what I want.
The most fantastic thing that I never thought would happen was for girls to go back home and actually, convince their parents that, look, the whole responsibility of domestic chores shouldn't be on me. It should be shared with my other male siblings. And that was fantastic for me. I've never realized that at the time when we were doing that, they would be able to go and do that. And then going back now to the girl-led action, we've used the same tools to now sensitize communities and sensitize schools, and we're seeing the same results. And what this demonstrates to us is that we can use the same tools to actually change attitudes and behaviors and norms within communities. Hopefully, we're going to get a generation of people that actually respect girls, and they won't be, discriminating and treating them unequally, even at the family unit.
In the part of the country where we find ourselves in the north, there's always this separation between girls and boys. But with the coming of the program and the enlightenment, I see them mingling, seeing themselves as one. Because before the coming of the program, even grouping them to do group assignments and all that, it's like the girls will still form another smaller group to do their own different. But with the coming of this program, I see them relating very well, coming together as a team to work together for their own common good.
These are not small shifts. They are deep cracks in centuries-old systems. In a country where 52% of women report experiencing domestic violence, girls are showing that conversations can be revolutionary acts of healing. Education and health are the twin pillars of empowerment. Yet, for many Nigerian girls, they remain distant dreams. From Jigawa to Abuja, the project tackled barriers that keep girls out of school, from unpaid labor, early marriages, and period poverty.
Before the girl-led action, when it comes to menstrual hygiene, I never actually understood how to take care of myself during my menstruation. Sometimes I miss classes, I miss school because of menstrual cramps. But after the training, I realized that I could take drugs to relieve myself of that pain and come to school like others.
When we went to our research in the rural area, they said because of their periods and stuff, like they don't go outside whenever they have that. Even if they have an exams, because of that period, they'll actually miss it. And when I even asked them if they knew anything about pads like menstrual materials, they said they knew nothing.
We talked about how to make a reusable pad, which was actually very catchy and really good. Like, it's impacted a lot of people positively. I got the privilege to learn how to make a reusable pad, and it's amazing. It feels good. Another of my friends taught her younger sister how to make it, and it was really good and helpful.
The Girl-led Action actually contributed towards like a progress to end that, because when we went to the Commissioner of Education, we got 120,000 naira as contribution for that, and we also raised money ourselves, almost I think 70,000 naira plus
for that contribution of Girls Dignity Kits.
With only 11% of women owning houses and limited access to reproductive health information, menstrual health becomes more than a hygiene issue. It's about rights, agency, and self-worth. By transforming shame into strength, these girls are proving that health education can be a pathway to liberation.
For period poverty, we had one advocacy goal, and which is to advocate for increased budgeting for WASH, right? The girl advocates wants the government to, budget for sanitary pad for school girls, because quite a number of girls were missing classes because they couldn't afford sanitary pads, and some, it's not necessarily about the sanitary pad, it's the absence of knowledge about how to manage the administration, and all of that.
Beyond homes and schools, advocacy is reaching decision makers. In Jigawa, the Commissioner for Women Affairs confirmed that girls' recommendations on dignity kits and resource centers are now being integrated into state budgets.
There are a lot of calls from the girls that they need, like sanitary material and other material, like in the schools. So each and every schools, we give them instructions that in their budget there are some needs like fat, toilet paper, and some other common drugs. So we collected their input and we incorporated it into our 2026 upcoming year budget so that they can get it free at the school.
In Abuja, town hall meetings led by girls have influenced inheritance and education policies.
A dull child or the women in society should be given at least a fair sharing formula, and then parity should also be given to girl child education, because with someone with good education, the girl child also will also be able to advocate for all of her rights. But take this message down and also preach it to our community, to various individual households who are still practicing the acute level of not sharing with girls or not giving equal position.
Through their research, these girls have shown that knowledge is not neutral. It's a form of power. Their findings echo the voices of thousands across Nigeria who believe that educating one girl changes a generation.
Girls are powerful. Girls can do whatever it is they make up their mind to do. So my message to girls out there is, don't be afraid. Every big change starts with one step, and what makes the difference most time is the intentionality. Once you have the good intentions and you are willing to take the required step, it could start with baby steps, but gradually you can make a change.
These girls, if they continue and we continue to engage and build their capacity, I see them in the near future changing even the landscape for women's rights, where they are actively challenging socio-cultural norms, where they are engaging for change. And I see these girls becoming leaders as well in the society. We are building a network of girls that will be the leaders in the African society of tomorrow. And I'm very excited about that. And I think this is one of the biggest outcomes of this project. Opportunities that I'm seeing from this project scaling up is the opportunity of girls leveraging technology, because on this project we got to see that girls in Jigawa have been able to create a social media platform where they network with each other, where they share their issues online for a larger network. And looking at the girl-led research / action projects, that it's not just a national project, it's a global project where there are so many other countries that have been involved in it. I think looking at the opportunity for this project, I see an international platform where girls can speak, leveraging social media to create a network both at national level and at international level. And I think this will help them build that coalition that they need and be able to give them a voice to speak and table their issues to the right people, policy makers. So for me, that's an opportunity we can leverage on.
I can only say thank you, both ActionAid Nigeria and UK. I can only say thank you because this has been a learning point for me.
My message to our sponsors is that they actually did a very great job, and I'm actually proud of them for creating this platform for girls, like a 13-year-old girl talking to seat holders to do something for girls. I think they did a really great job, and thumbs up to them.
Across Jigawa and the FCT, these girls have proven change is collective, despite 44% child marriage and education gaps. They have moved from being spoken about to being listened to, from being studied to leading the study. Now, they call on all of us, parents, teachers, and policymakers, to keep the revolution alive. Join the movement, advocate, support, empower, because when girls lead, nations rise.